Welcome to the Just Being Frank Show, the realest sports talk show on YouTube, giving fans a real-life perspective on sports and entertainment.
You knew better, you do better. Who do it better?
Intro, please. Is my intro not popping? Just opened my laptop up. I say, what it do, ladies and gentlemen? Top of the morning, afternoon, night, depending on where you at. It's the Puppy Hustle Do the Most. We about to have a damn good show. Oh, yes. Yes. Damn good show. Shout out to the Scammers family. The Sanders family for all the content that they create for us creators. We don't even have to create it. We just can clip shit and then go to work. So shout out to the Scammers family once again. DEIon. DEIon Scammers. Boy, oh boy, is looking bad. Real bad. Shout out to Marvin that's in the building early. Make sure we hitting the like. I'm going to bring up the Colorado versus who they play? Arizona State game first. We're going to dive into that first. Since that happened Saturday, we got to unpack all that went down, right? So we doing that. We're going to attack that first. Then we're going to get to Sheduer, who I adore. We're going to get to that 11 and 20 passing that he had yesterday that people are just, glazing. So crazy. That got me using the word glazing because I don't know what else. What's another word? Praising. Glazing and praising. Sheduer Sanders for that mediocre. That's mediocre. For that mediocre performance versus the worst team in the league. And basically played against the other worst team, so they made sure, it almost seems in a sense, that they made sure they lost that game so they can be getting that number one pick. They want that number one pick. They in the runnings for the number one pick, nothing else, right? And the Browns are the Browns. Now, the Browns' defense is lovely, but we're going to get into that after. So make sure y'all stick around for my whole takes on Sheduer and the game he had, the performance, on top of the way he acted afterwards. Oh, we're going to break down his post-game interview that he had. And we also going to get into DEIon Scammers off the top. Now, again, that was Saturday. I was sitting here watching the game. It was a night game. We know how DEIon he's already made the excuse that his team just doesn't play good at nighttime. They ready to go nighty-night. You ready to go night-night, nigga? That's stay with your chest, little ass nigga. You ready to go night-night? Yeah, but they not ready for the night games, as DEIon has said, right? And, of course, they go out there. Juju Lewis, he put in the work. He stayed on campus in Boulder during the bye week to put in extra film work to get ready and properly prepare himself to play against Arizona State. He stayed and put in the work. You know what his coach did, though? His coach went and shot a documentary and went horseback riding. He was galloping. The other bye week DEIon Sanders had, before they got the doors blown off, right? Against, who was that? Iowa State or Utah? One of somebody 43-0 at the half. That was Utah, if I'm not mistaken. Had a bye week, and he went fishing. Came back and got the doors blown. That might have been Iowa State. You can correct me if I'm incorrect. Please do in the chat. But they got that ass whooped, right? It was nuts. And so you would think this bye week, I'm going to pay attention to detail just a little more. I'm not going to take off. And he seemed to appreciate, right, the fact that his quarterback, Juju Lewis, stayed and put in the work. He didn't fly nowhere. He didn't go nowhere. He stayed put and put in the work. But that's crazy work, the fact that you did it, DEIon. Again, after you just got your ass handed to you a few weeks ago. And you had an off bye week. You should have did everything totally different in this bye week. Some should have said, I'm not leaving. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to prep. And if I do leave, the only way I'm leaving Colorado Boulder during this bye week is if I'm going to recruit somebody to lock them in to bring them to Colorado the next season. It's the only way. Only way I said I flew anywhere was to go visit a top recruit trying to lock them in for the next season. That's the only way I'm leaving. But no, DEIon is all about DEIon. So he went and did a documentary, not about, about DEIon. DEIon is so much about DEIon that during the time of need of his college football program that is failing bad this season and need all the recruiting they can get, use all those recruiting hours and then some that you could use, and to make sure that you are so prepared for the next team coming in, especially since you got a Matt McKenzie, he bringing cats on that saying, breaking down your film like, you guys are trash. Y'all have no clue what you're doing. I forget the fella's name, but he off the chain. And breaking the shit down, oh, God, it's hard to explain. How you just keep doing the same thing is insane. Because we see it's not working, so where's the change? Too many times you go on press conferences with shades and chains, but it seemed like you ain't into coaching, just more into the paint. Coach Prime is what they call him. That's just the name. Yeah, you a bad coach. Fuck you being in the Hall of Fame. Because the way you coach it is a damn shame. That's just off the top of my brain. And listen, shout out to Money Mondays. I don't know. My brain works that way. It just flows like water sometimes. I hope you kept up. Okay? I hope you kept up. But my goodness, the tone deafness of DEIon Sanders, it has to be mentioned. Do you got CTE, or are you just a DEI hire? Because my goodness, there's no excuse for the malpractice of coaching that this guy does. Now, again, I'm gonna bring up a lot of different clips. It's some old heads, white old heads, who spoke on the game and the Colorado Buffs and where the program and what they thought DEIon was going to bring to their program. They look like some men with money who probably invest, in said program. Colorado. I can't wait I'm gonna bring that up after. Should I bring that up before I dissect DEIon? Should I bring that up before I dissect this dude? No. We're gonna bring it up after. Yeah, we go. Yeah. Strap up. Because we going there. It's crazy work. We're going there. Okay, before I go there, let me read a few chats. Shout out to the chat. All right. Let me read a few lines. See what's on y'all minds. All right, let's go. Mr. Terrible says wings can. Oh my goodness. He talking about something ain't nobody talking about. Okay. Yeah. I don't want to mess up your name. 5419 says, there's not one time I seen dude coach. He just stands there with his arms crossed and yell at the kids on the sideline. Okay. William Thomas says, you a hater. Hater. Coach Brown to the Browns. Yeah, hater. Beautiful. I'm glad you. Hey, listen, I would love this. I would love this. This right here. Oh, please fire Kevin Stefanski, the 2-time coach of the year. Fire him. He needs to be fired. The way he playing with Sheduer Sanders' career. It's atrocious. Oh my God. The man went 11 for 20 last night. Touchdown, interception, sack. He throwing the football out every which. Man, he should be the guy. He need his daddy. He needs his daddy to coach daddy ball so he can look like something. Hello. Shout out to BDP. Yeah, you know me in a building. Do you believe? You see, I didn't even try to rhyme right there. You see how that just went? Shout out to DDP. Yeah, you know me. Do you believe? As DYB from DDP. DYB, do you believe? Huh? Prime to the Browns. He can't even coach college kids. Hey, listen, man. Hey, motivate. Let him do that. Let him, please. Please. So it won't be no excuse for Sheduer, right? And it won't be no excuse for DEIon. There's no, once they perfect, hey, give them each other. Trade Travis Hunter over there. Give him Travis. Give him whoever he wants. So we can see this colossal. It's going to fall. All right. Colorado is 3-8, right? He's talking about coaching the Browns. All right, man. We got 13 in. Come on, DEIon. Come on up to the stage, baby. Let's bring up DEIon. Hold on. Where my sounds at? I got sounds. God damn it. We finna bring the sounds up. Hold on. Drum roll. Ladies and gentlemen, DEIon Scammer.
The goal was not to inflict any wounds on ourselves, and we did that. The goal was to stop the running game because we figured they wouldn't profound the pass, and we gave up 355 yards rushing.
Damn, the goal. Hold on. I'm gonna let him rock. But I just remember what happened. I just remember what took place. So, yeah, that's right. They gave y'all 4 turnovers, and y'all only got 3 points off of the situation. That's right. I forgot. You got 3 points. This ain't basketball, but 3 points. And even that's bad off of 4 turnovers. I wish my team would get 3 points off of 4 turnovers in basketball, let alone football. 4 turnovers? The team gave you 4 turnovers, and you couldn't turn that into more than 3 fucking points? Malpractice. Play.
4 turnovers, 3 points off the turnovers. Injuries. Bayard, he didn't break it, I don't believe is what they said. So he's going to be okay. Two plays to me changed the whole course of the game: a fumble and explosion right after the fumble. The gentleman who fumbled, that's on me. I put him in the game to try to have a change of pace. Figured he was going to hit it, and he hit it, and he fumbled. It is what it is.
It is what it, no, it's not is what it is. You put a walk-on wide receiver who ain't never played running back in college football in a game. You put him in to run the football when you got so many running backs. Welch, the other kid, damn, I forget his name right now, but I'm gonna bring him up. I'm gonna get it. Hayden. You got two of them that's nicey. Both of them. Welch is like a little bowling ball. He just be bouncing people off. He is solid as man. When he getting downhill, he's a scary dude. Hayden is elite, I would say. I think he's gonna be nicey in the league. Neither here nor there. You gave the ball to a walk-on who never played running back when you got two good running backs, and the running backs that was running the ball, the two I just spoke on, Hayden. Let's bring these up. Let's bring up the stats now. Hayden and Welch. Hayden was averaging 6.5 yards a carry. 6.5 yards a carry. That's better than good. It's only 10 yards to get a first down, people. If I can hand you the ball off and you can give me a first down plus in 2 carries, and I got 4 downs, really 3. I got 3 to get the first. I got 3 to get 10. 3 times to get 10. If I don't get 10 within 3 times, on the 4th time, I need to kick it down the field. But if I got 3 chances and I got a running back that can get me that first down in 2 of those chances, sheesh, that's pretty good. Then you have Welch, bowling ball. He averaging 10.5 yards a carry. They're Barry Sanders numbers. You got Welch who averaging 10 yards a carry, and he only got the ball 5 times. 5 times. That is a crime. Prime time. What a special kind of person you are. Are you blind? 10.5? And you only giving 5? That's got to be a lie. I ain't just rhyming lines. This dude right here is a special type of kind.
Defensively, we got to do much better. We force turnovers, and offensively, we got to score. Didn't do any of that. Let's go.
Adam, you want to start? Sure.
Just going back to talking about getting those 4 takeaways defensively, only turning them into 3 points. Is that kind of demoralizing for a defense? When
I'm not going to say it's demoralizing. It's tough. It's tough to think that we don't have more in the tank to come up with some things to take advantage of those situations in that situational football. And we got to be much better than that, and we didn't. We weren't, and we aren't.
Leo, go ahead.
All right.
Coach Leo Barrow, Scoba Sports. You talked earlier in the week about trying to get the ball to your playmakers' hands.
Right.
You struggled to do that outside with your wide receivers. What did you make of the game plan? And
I'm not going to say we struggled to do that. Joseph Williams had 12 targets. Omario Miller had 9 targets. Sincere had 5. We threw the ball 38 times. We did exactly. We didn't do our jobs.
I keep hearing a lot of we didn't do our job. I mean, you're getting paid $10 million a year. It's too many times, homie, that you done said we ain't do our jobs. Do you believe? What happened to do you believe, cuz? Wait a minute, loco. What do you mean you didn't do your job? Nigga, what? That is unacceptable and unexcusable. Your whole job is to do your job, sir. You can't walk in no establishment working for nobody and just the boss come in, shit ain't done. Shit files is piled up, right? Deadlines ain't being met. If you're working at fast food, you got the grease is the grill is dirty as hell. The iced tea, what you make the sweet tea in, is disgusting. I mean, everything is disgusting. You didn't keep your job, motherfucker. Now, if I come into work one time and it look crazy, if I'm the boss and it looks crazy around here, like things ain't being done, and you say, man, it's been a crazy day today, busy as all outdoors. We didn't have time. We understaffed. We running around here with our heads cut off. My bad, we didn't get the job done today, boss. And then the boss goes and staffs you. You understaffed? Okay, all right. Let me get you a little more help. I'm gonna bring in top notchers, okay? I'm gonna bring in 2 of them. Come in, y'all come in, help these people out. You stay, and then you had one worker who was just messing up orders. They was messing up orders. What's his name? It don't matter his name. Fire him. Get him out of here. And that worker who was messing up orders is none than the offensive coordinator they had last year, who over in San Diego State winning like a motherfucker now. he went to another job, got hired, and became the motherfucking manager and everything. And they running smoothly. Business is running lovely. Now they brought in 2 top-notch more people to staff you. And now the other person taking orders, right? Giving out orders, taking orders. Now they're not good enough. What's his name? Pat Shermer. Now he the reason. First is the first offensive coordinator. I don't know his name. I forget his name. Let me know in the chat. What's his name? Sean? Is it Sean? First is him. He was the problem. Y'all fire him. Hire Pat Shermer to take over the play calling, and everything's going to shits. And let's not fire him, but he's still the offensive coordinator. He's just not calling plays. What kind of weird ass shit? Boy, it's everybody's fault.
You targeted the right guys, didn't you? Right? Aren't those the playmakers?
Look, we targeted the right guy. We threw the ball 38 times and only ran it about 15 to 16 times, even though my running backs was carrying the ball. One is averaging 6.5 yards a carry. One is averaging 10 yards a carry. But we're going to throw the ball 38 fucking times and only run 16 times.
We didn't do our jobs. Dallin had 69 yards. We rushed for 161 yards. You could win rushing for 161 yards in college football. You can. But we didn't get it done.
Actually, that's not a lot in college football. It's good. That's for sure good. 160 yards is good. It's basically, that's damn near average, maybe. But look at the tone deafness and the dumbness of this dude. We can win. So basically, he's blaming it on Julian Lewis right now, right here. He's saying, oh, we did target the playmakers, but Julian Lewis, he wasn't really getting it to him like he should have been getting it to him. But we targeted him. We did our job. He didn't do his job. How does that make sense? Let me go back a little bit.
You targeted the right guys, didn't you? Right? Aren't those the playmakers? We didn't do our jobs.
So who is we? Are you talking about the players? So because you're saying that we, as in coaches, we targeted the right guys. We came up with the right game plans to get the ball in the playmakers' hands. Them the guys, right? Them guys just wasn't the guys. They didn't show up. Damn. So not just Julian Lewis. He's talking about all of them. Okay.
Dallin had 69 yards. We rushed for 161 yards. You could win rushing for 161 yards in college football. You can.
Not when you're giving up 300 yards, you fucking idiot, rushing. Not when you're giving up 400 and 300 yards rushing. See, this is where he don't make. It's why I can't believe this dude is coaching. You had 161 yards. Okay, cool. How can you win just having 161 yards and the other team has damn near 400 yards rushing on you? They doubled your 160, so they watched your 160 out like that doesn't even matter, stupid. You tried to force passing, and you had to run it. You could have way more than 161. You might have could have rushed for 300 if you ran the ball like they did.
But we didn't get it done.
That's on you, stupid.
Ryan Scholes from Ralphie Report. You guys got a lot of play time from Isaiah Harge tonight, and he had a good game. What was it like watching him do his thing out there tonight?
He had a tough game early on, didn't he? He bounced back and stayed steadfast, and he's a competitor. That was his first time in a while playing in a slot, but he's a competitor. And we were thin back there tremendously after Bayard went down. So the guys did what they had to do. I mean, we had a Preston. Hodge played a safety. We had really planned on that, though. but he got an opportunity to play safety. Yeah, but we just got to do better. We got to make plays, man. Ain't no ifs and buts about it.
Brian, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, a couple questions for you. Dallin and Michael were running the ball well tonight. You mentioned change of pace, but what was it you've been seeing out of Ronald Coleman that you thought this is the time to get him?
Very explosive. I mean, even the play he was in, he hit it. He hit it. He was free. Nobody touched it. He hit it. He did what we thought he would do.
And the second question is
the fact that, okay, so he got yardage because he got 14 yards off of that. Your running backs are explosive. 10 yards a carry. I just mentioned this. 6.5 yards a carry, but they're explosive. This other cat, so you thought he was going to do what you thought he was going to do. But did you not take in consideration he might fumble the football? He don't really know how to run in between like that. But he popped. He did what I expected. But then he was going, it's his fault. Because he did fumble, for sure. But where is your wherewithal to say, do he know how to run the rock and know how to keep the ball protected like the running back? Or is he loosey-goosey like a wide receiver? Because usually wide receivers, they either catch the ball in the middle of the field and usually get hit and go down, or catch it, go down. But they don't usually have to run and juke, and they usually going to fly down the field, catch in the end zone, type stuff like that. Rarely do you see a Travis Hunter type catch the ball behind the line of scrimmage and then go for 60, 70, 80 yards because he shook the whole everybody. Reggie Bush, they ass. Okay, that's really Travis Hunter. Most wide receivers, they catch the ball, get tackled immediately, or they catch the ball and already have space to run, but they're not used to carrying the rock like that.
Julian, obviously he was under pressure a lot tonight. He looked from the box, maybe a little bit more flustered than the past 2 weeks. Did you see something different out of him today?
He wasn't settled. Never got settled. We got to do better.
John Treach, 9 News. Coach, you and Kenny Dillingham took over programs in the same conference at the same time. Is part of your evaluation seeing where they are versus where you are right now?
Well, you're not happy with where we are. Not at all. I'm not going to compare myself to any other person. I'll let you guys do that. You guys do it really well. So I'm going to let you guys do that. I'm happy for him. I consider him a friend. I consider him a heck of a coach. I consider him coach some heck of a players. They won. I mean, I think in the first half,
Heck of a players? Here go the lies. Heck of a players? First of all, the quarterback that ASU had is trash. I mean, trash, right? He's a turnover machine, right? And again, not just going off for one game. When Colorado played Nebraska in DEIn's year one, when they beat Nebraska, that same quarterback you seen for AS, he was the quarterback for them. He had about 4 picks in that game when he played for Nebraska 2-3 years ago. That's him. That's his problem. Because the boy is athletic. The boy got talent. He just don't have I don't know. He just don't, he's falling short. But he's talking about they got heck of a players. The wide receiver, they got one wide receiver who's going to the NFL that was a Colorado Buff. That's funny. How ironic. He was a Colorado Buff. But now he's over there, and he's about to be a first-round draft pick in Jordan Tyson. After Jordan Tyson, at wide receiver, who they got? The white kid wasn't that good. Receiver, the white wide receiver they had, little bitty motherfucker, Wes Welker type. Now, listen, I don't know how good he is. Actually, he didn't show up. That he wasn't that good in that game. Let's just say that. Only seen him once. He wasn't that good in that game. Little bitty white boy. So you're talking about heck of a talent. Where? The running back, Brown, he's smooth. He all right. He been so many places. He went to USC. He been all around. He been a lot of places. Right? He 5th year, 6th year, senior is goddamn self. So again, where's all the talent? What the hell? This team is ranked 25th. There again, Big 12 is not a tough conference at all. It's one of the weakest Power 4 or 5 conferences in college football. You got SEC number 1. You got Big 10 number 2. ACC number 3. And then maybe you can go Big 12. Because I think that's all it is, if I'm not mistaken. Because now Pac-12 is no longer. But when Pac-12 was around, you could put Pac-12 in front of the Big 12. But since they just did away with the Pac-12, but hell, independent schools might be a tougher situation than the Big 12. All right? And that's why they don't get no respect. Even though, what's the name? What Arizona State, they only got 2 losses. But they still rank 25th in the country with 2 losses because their strength of schedule is not strong. So they don't really respect they boogie, right? You 25th ranked. You almost close to not even being ranked.
I know in the first half, you saw a team that was out there fighting and competing that should have had the upper hand, but we didn't. So I'm not going to, just shower opposing teams with roses when we were right there in the game. We were right there in the game. We shot ourselves in the foot. I don't think we're being beaten like that. I think we're doing a good job of beating ourselves.
That's crazy. Well, I'm glad he said that. See again, ding dong. Hold on, wait. Let's get some sound effects for that. You're beating yourself. You fucking idiot. That means because you're not doing your job. If you continuously keep beating yourself, that means you're not preparing and you're not adjusting to what's going on in the game at all. That's the only way you can keep beating yourself. And you keep beating yourself because Arizona State, they tried to give y'all the game. They literally tried to hand the game to you on a platter. And the referees helped take this nigga off the stage for just a second. Just a second. Oh! And the referees tried to help. They missed a few pass interference calls that could have turned into points for ASU. I'm talking about 7. They missed a few pass interference calls. They called a bogus pulling call. Talking about, I never seen no call like that. The lineman was pulling a running back. That could have equated to a first down, which ended in the Arizona State had to kick the ball. So not only did Arizona State behind the bad quarterback play, super bad, and the bad play calling. Because they had bad play. They were so predictable. They ran the ball on first down 95% of the time. Predictable. ASU was trash, honestly. I was sitting there like, these niggas is trash. You every time, go rewatch that game. First down, they ran the ball every time. You know how stupid that is? You know how predictable you are? So if I know you're going to run the ball on first down, I'm loading the box. And if you only get 1 or 2 yards, now you damn near have to pass. Now I can predict how you're going to play the next 2 downs. I got to up on you. So they tried to give DEIon and the Buffs the game. They literally tried to give them the game on a platter. I'm like, you can't give niggas the game no more. But you're so bad. This is how bad of a coach you are, and your coaches. You're so bad. You couldn't even take a game that they tried to hand you. Like they almost tried to like, yeah, here. And you shot yourself in the foot, like you said. It ain't like we wasn't competing. It ain't like we wasn't there. We had to up on them. Yeah, you did, you dumbass. Why couldn't you take it home? That's the coaching issue. It's not a player's issue. So when you keep trying to blame your players, and they got you, they doing what they supposed to do. You're not putting them in the right situations is the problem, sir. You keep putting them in the wrong situations that a lot of people don't understand what the fuck you're even running. What on either side of the ball. How you have 300 yards total plus, because what's the name ran 400 on you. 3 different times or 4 different times. That's crazy. Let's bring this sucker back up. Hey, hold on, Sean. Let me read this chat real quick. Because BDP, we're going to get into this. The walk-in the season C, you got 10 commits so far, 2 4-stars and 8 3-stars. It's a wrap. Oh, over there at CU. We're going to break that down because he's going to speak on this. This is going to get hectic. Let's go.
While I believe that's true, rush defense has also been a problem pretty much all year.
Yes.
Is that just like an across the board personnel coaching thing or
that's
how
everything.
Do you pinpoint it?
That's everything. Let's start with me. That's everything.
Hold on.
Okay.
Beating ourselves.
Hey, coach. While I believe that's true, rush defense has also been a problem pretty much all year.
Yes.
Is that just like an across the board personnel coaching thing or
these white people are so nice too. They are so nice. These white folks in Colorado are so nice. They don't want to ruffle DEIon's feathers. Again, oh man, I'm gonna get into that a little bit later. That's crazy.
Everything.
Pinpoint it.
That's everything. Let's start with me. That's everything.
Okay. And when you look at how you will go about fixing that next year, because I think it was the third time over 300 yards this year allowed. Yeah. Where do you start, just out of curiosity?
It was the 3rd time over 300 yards this year. Like, how do you get this fixed, man?
I can't really disclose that where you start, but the process has already started.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, look, they just got it, man. I'm not here to argue with you, man. You got it, man. You got it. DEIon Sanders. It's you, Coach Prime. You got it. You're not sure where to start, or you don't want to disclose where you're going to start? See, that's why I say these white folks are so nice. Because most of these reporters that's in here asking these questions, I would say most, are from Colorado. Some of them maybe even have went to said Colorado. They're alums. They care about this school. They care, obviously, about sports in some capacity, or they wouldn't be covering and reporting on sports. So, trust me, they're more frustrated and they want to say more things. They want to ask tough questions, but they so nice, and they don't want to ruffle feathers or be called racist. So, okay, DEIon, all right, whatever DEIon say, okay. I'm gonna ask the question. Whatever answer he gives me, I'm giving him no pushback on it. No pushback. Because I would have said, what do you mean you already started the process? And why can't you disclose? What do you plan on doing to slow down all these rushing yards that's happening to us? Because damn, we can't stop a nosebleed. Like 300 plus rushing yards, 3 different occasions. Nigga, can you tell us something? Can you get us hopeful? And again, if you sound like you smart and had a plan in place to actually stop that, you know, recruits are looking at you and listening to this interview as we speak. So if they could hear that you actually do have a plan in place and the shit has started, you have started the process, but you got to be lying because BDP just put up right here, bro. You got 2 4-stars and 8 3-stars. You got 8 3-stars and 2 4-stars. And who gonna wanna? Who's nice? That's nice in college right now. That's about to hit the transfer portal. Who gonna want to come here? What 4-star, 5-star transfer portal guy is going to want to come here? So if this is all you working with, damn. Now I know he's about to retire after this year. He's not coming back next year. He's not coming back next year. That's why I think Julian Lewis may stay at Colorado, because I think Julian Lewis knows too he won't be the coach. He about to retire. That's how he's gonna cop out. He gonna retire. My health, such and such, because he ain't got a roster. Don't nobody want to come here. Nothing. The transfer portal is about to be dead to him. Okay, he been having the top recruits out of transfer portal since he's been there. That's done. Yeah, guaranteed he not loading up in the transfer portal this year.
Hey, Coach Jack Carlo.
Jack, my man.
Okay. Appreciate the time.
Jack, my man. See, trying to be friends with everybody.
Senior day, obviously, just what were the emotions like for you? A lot of guys,
tough.
Obviously, like Jeremiah, Alejandro.
Yeah, tough. Love those guys. I have different relationships with all these young men. I got an opportunity to walk out with a gentleman as well, because his parents couldn't make it due to some difficulties and all that. But it's tough. It's tough. Letting them go out like that. You want to send them out with a win. You want to send them out in style and fashion. You want to send them out in the proper way, but we couldn't get it done.
Coach Scott.
Hey, Coach. Scott Proctor at DMVR. Excuse me. I know you obviously haven't had the time to watch the film or whatnot, but when you're standing there on the sidelines and watching everything that's transpiring, what immediately comes to your mind about just what needs to change this offseason for next season and beyond, obviously?
Plethora of things. You just can't identify one thing. It's not one thing, because if I say one thing, you guys are going to attack the other things that I didn't say. So I'm not going to give you that. I'm going to say it's multiple things that will need to change, and it will. It will. Matter of fact, it's already in progress. Like I said, guys, we could sit here and we could throw stones at everybody. You know, I always tell you to start with me. But the football team you saw in the first half from us was the football team that we're capable of being. Just the consistency to hold on and continue to be that. That's a whole nother thing. But there's no way you sit up there and say, well, they sitting up there competing against a ranked football team. What's really going on right here with a freshman at quarterback?
They competing against a ranked football team. Bro, they're not okay. DEIon, they might not even end the season ranked. Again, they're at the bottom end of being ranked, 25th. Okay. So, but to act as if we was right there in the first half. You see how we was competing in the first half? Brother, you had 10 points. It ain't like y'all was like you had 21, 28, y'all was clicking. The offense was never clicking. The defense, you had your first touchdown because the quarterback, Arizona State, gave you the field. They turned the ball over and gave you the short field. That's how you got your first 7. You didn't go down and strategically bop, 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 first down after first down after first down and get touchdown after touchdown. You got your first touchdown. I think you got the ball. I can't remember where. It most likely was in the red zone where he turned, either got an interception or something. But I remember you got a short field. I was like, oh, this dude giving up the game. But luckily they went down and ended up scoring. But my goodness, to act like you just play a tough opponent, them dudes they all right.
Coach Tyler King with the Denver Gazette. You've talked or at least before the season and throughout the season about how much better you feel like the depth of this team was. But at some point, did the injuries that you guys have been suffering just kind of mount up at some point?
Yeah, but that's no excuse, man. Everybody got injuries, man. Everybody got injuries. So that's no excuse. I'm not going to sit here and say we're not winning because we have half the darn team in the darn training room. No, come on, man. We got to coach better. We got to do better. We got to plan better. We got to be better all the way around.
Hey, Coach, just wanted to follow up on that. I know you don't make excuses for that, but when there's so many injuries like this, do you guys evaluate, like, how are we training, things like that? Or is this just one of those things?
No, this had nothing to do with the training. It has something to do with the men. We just played a team that didn't have their starting quarterback. And they was missing a few other young men as well. So we're not the only one with an injury. I'm not going to make an excuse for that. We got to do a better job. We compile the roster. We got to do a better job of roster management and so forth, because you got to plan for this kind of stuff.
Hey, Coach, Lear Barber, Go Sports. Looking more on the optimistic side of things, was there anything that you took away from the game that you could, maybe hang your hat on or be positive about?
I can't hang my hat on that bull junk I just saw. No, like, first half was incredible. Like, I'm saying, hey, man, shoot. Everything they've gotten, we've given them. That's what I'm thinking after the first half. We've given them everything they've gotten. Then we go down and, they score. We
see. So everything you giving them, everything they got and you giving them, you don't realize everything you had gotten, especially up to that point, they gifted you. This dude is an idiot. This dude is really an idiot.
Got to make a comeback. We go down and get some points, but we just got to do better. We're right there. Didn't fall apart. You're right there. So you could be. I can't be happy with being close because I expect to win. So
he didn't say happy with being close. He said, "Can you take any good takeaways you could take away from what happened out there, even through this loss?" And see, this is what a real coach, smart coach, listen, because there is good takeaways. There's some positives that happen. One thing I know, I see Julian Lewis. If he didn't already see that this dude is elite, he's an elite quarterback. Shout out to Juju Lou. He need to get far away from this dude, but neither here nor there. Juju, I'm looking at him like, okay, bro, for sure I can roll with you. You're the quarterback. And you're an elite quarterback. I got a Heisman Trophy candidate type quarterback who in year 2 or 3, he will be, to me, I'm seeing something different in Juju Lewis. His feel for the game, even with this bull junk offense he trying to operate in, even with having a coach who don't do no developing, just all talking, who likes to go on, who don't prep right. He has a coach who doesn't prepare them properly on watching film, on practicing, on taking it seriously, because he either got health issues in the beginning of the season, he was out, or he fishing, or he doing a documentary, or he's at Sheduer's game. He's living the life of his only thing Colorado has done for DEIon Sanders, because DEIon Sanders has done nothing for Colorado, just like he did nothing for Jackson State. That little quick microwave take at Jackson State didn't do nothing good for them. It did for the said time that he was there. That's it. He didn't leave no legacy. He didn't build it up to where everybody just falling through now. Nope. He was out of there immediately. Here, he ain't done nothing but retire his son jersey and Travis Hunter, his other son's jersey. And that's all he did, right? Brought a hype to him and brought all the celebrities to all the degenerate celebrities and ex-NFL Hall of Fame players on the sidelines while he just became more famous again, while he became a household name again. That's all he did was for this new age in the late 20s, in the 2000s, this man just became relevant in everybody's living room again. That's all. This dude is a straight fraud. He don't give a shit about nothing. So Juju Lewis having to deal with this and still look the way he looked. He looks like he's poised. He didn't ever look flustered to me. And even you getting blitzed all out, like it's always somebody in his face. He don't know where people going. I don't know. It looks crazy. But I'm looking at that as the plus. I know I did a long rant. We was going about what you could take as pluses from this game. My running backs. If I'm the coach and I see I got 2 running backs that's averaging in that game. Oh, he 10 yards a carry. Man, I got to get him the ball more. That's what I would say here. I got to get Welch the ball more. I got to get Hayden the ball more. He only had 10 carries. He had 10 carries, and Welch had 5 carries. And they threw for 38. They threw 38 times. It was a close game, damn near all game until fourth quarter. In the third quarter, mid-third quarter, fourth quarter is really when they took off. Arizona State started taking off on them. But again, you throwing the ball 38 times when you got 2 running backs averaging well over 5 yards a carry. So that should have been a plus that you could have took from this to say, you know what? I got to start getting Hayden and Welch the ball more. That's on me.
There's no consolation prizes in football, man. You can't be happy with just because you're in the game. You're supposed to be winning the game. I'm not built like that, man. I want to win. I don't want to be close. To make y'all feel better, make the fans feel better. I don't want to be close. I want to win.
That don't make sense. I mean, this dude is really dumb. What makes you think? And he didn't even ask you that. He didn't ask you, are you cool with being close? Because you wasn't close. What was the score? The score wasn't close, sir. It ended up not being close. Yeah. What is this guy talking about, ladies and gentlemen? It ended up not being close. 42-17, sir. It was close in the first half, and you took the lead in the first half. I think you took the lead 13-17. Well, I mean, in the second half, you took the lead, came out second half. Colorado had the ball. They go down and they scored. No. Arizona State got the ball, I think, and they messed up. But yeah, you scored. You went up. I believe you went up with that 17 in the beginning of the second half. 17-13. Then immediately Arizona State answered that. But my goodness, 42-17, sir. You wasn't close. He didn't even ask you about being close because you wasn't close. He asked you what positives can you take from that bad loss. Let's go back and listen to the other. Let's go back.
But we just got to do better. We're right there.
Right there.
Didn't fall apart. You're right there. So you could be, I can't be happy with being close because I expect to win. So there's no consolation prizes in football, man. You can't be happy with just because you're in the game. You're supposed to be winning the game. I'm not built like that, man. I want to win. I don't want to be close to make y'all feel better, make the fans feel better. I don't want to be close. I want to win.
I wanted to hear from the
Coach Liam Howard, Scobo Sports.
So you could down and they score. We got to come back. First half was incredible. Like I'm saying,
optimistic side of things, was there anything that you took away from the game that you could, maybe hang your hat on or be positive about?
I can't hang my hat on that bull
Yeah,
junkie.
see, that's what it was. Is there anything you can take away from that game that you can hang your hat on? Yes, I got 2 elite running backs I need to get the ball to, and Juju Lewis looked good out there. I'm confident that he is going to just get better and better, and so we're looking forward to the future.
Just so no, like first half was incredible. Like I'm saying, hey man, shoot. Everything they've gotten, we've given them. That's what I'm thinking. After the first half, we've given them everything they've gotten. Then we go down and they score. We got to come back. We go down and get some points, but we just got to do better. We're right there. Didn't fall apart. You're right there. So you could be. I can't be happy with being close because I expect to win. So I'm not. There's no consolation prizes in football, man. You can't be happy with just because you're in the game. You're supposed to be winning the game. I'm not built like that, man. I want to win. I don't want to be close to make y'all feel better, make the fans feel better. I don't want to be close. I want to win.
Coach Liam.
And again, that you lose, that doesn't make the fans feel better, nor these reporters who probably, again, have good ties and association with Colorado. Okay, but let's go. You want to win. And let's talk about it. Let's talk about this first half. Because, okay, so in the first quarter, 7-3. Again, that 7 points that Colorado got was gifted to them by Arizona State. Second quarter, Arizona put up 10. Today, 0. Colorado couldn't score. They couldn't score, right? All those elite, talented receivers. Again, which receivers are you taking? Arizona State's receivers, even with Jordan Tyson, or Colorado's receivers? Amarion Miller, Sincere Brown, the other Miller kid, the Williams kid. They got receivers all over the field, right? Top notch. And the tight end Atkins, who never gets the ball. But you don't score in the second quarter. And then you come out and you drop 10 in the third quarter. Well, not 10. You put up 10 in the third quarter. Put up 10 in the third quarter because you come out in the second half and you score immediately. And then you get a 3-point field goal. Fourth quarter, you don't score at all. 0.
Howard Scobo Sports. You mentioned it briefly, but just walking out with Zarian before the game and even with his parents not being able to be there, what did that sort of mean for you and for him as well?
Well, it means a lot to me because I love him like he's a son. I love a lot of those young men. Unfortunately, they had their parents there. I make sure I met all the parents and everyone and shook their hands when they were assuming the lines to go out. But that's a touching moment, man. You got to understand, like.
What did that have to do? Why did he tell us that he made sure he shook the parents' hand? Because remember, it was players that was talking about on Jason Whitlock's how he didn't go meet none of the players' parents and so on and so forth until this. And it was some parents that talked about how, they didn't meet DEIon like that. They came to some meeting. Yeah. So I'm like, because that didn't have nothing to do with it. See, I made sure I shook all the parents' hands.
It's one more game, but you got some of these young men, they'll never play here again. I think that's why I called timeout at the end of the darn game, and I got cold in. That may be it forever. So you got to consider that stuff and be thoughtful of these young men that chose us, that gave their careers over to us to allow us to mold them and teach them how to be not just a football player but a man. So I got a lot of respect for them for choosing us. I really do.
Coach, you mentioned the lack of points off of the turnovers tonight.
Yeah.
Is that just frustration for you boiling over the sideline, just a lack of urgency or killer instinct? What are you seeing when the team isn't able to capitalize on turnovers?
I see a multitude of things, man. I can't just I could give you a list and alphabetize. Is that right? How do you say that word? Say it? Alphabetize. I could alphabetize it for you, but I don't want to.
This Ebonic speaking ass nigga right here. You can give us a list in alphabetical order is what you really was trying to say, because alphabetical order, alphabetize. Who the fuck uses alphabetize? I could give you a list in order and alphabetize it for you. How about you just, again, where's the pushback Can you give us one or two things, motherfucker? Can you give us stuff? What is the point of us talking to you if you can't give us? We're not asking you to alphabetize, motherfucker. We're not asking you to alphabetize. We asking you, what is he asking you? Let's see what he asking you. That's so hard for you to answer.
Us. I really do.
Coach, you mentioned the lack of points off of the turnovers tonight.
Yeah.
Is that just frustration for you boiling over the sideline, just a lack of urgency or killer instinct? What are you seeing when the team isn't able to capitalize on turnovers?
I see a multitude.
What are you seeing when a team isn't able to capitalize on turnovers? Okay, give us a few things. Like, come on, this is football talk. That this is something the coach should be able to easily answer without bullshit. That was it wasn't a setup question. It's not it's a, hey, what are you seeing, bro? You got 4 turnovers and only got 3 points off of them. And this is not just this game. This is common for you guys. You do not capitalize off of your turnovers. So I don't need you to alphabetize why you don't capitalize. Just realize your ass is boo-boo.
Thanks, man. I can't just I could give you a list in alphabetical. Is that right? How do you say
alphabetical order is what you was trying to say. I can give you a list in alphabetical order, smart mouth, that don't know how to speak, articulate, or pronounce your words properly.
Say it? Alphabetize. I could alphabetize it for you, but I don't want to do so right now. It's so many things that you could hang your hat on, and you could say, well, we got to do this, got to do this better. You saw it. I mean, I know some of you probably were surprised that we were where we were in the first half, and we should have been even farther than that with the turnovers that we had. We should have increased the lead.
Hey, Coach, Bill and Weiss with this Independent.
You mean the turnovers they had, or the turnovers that you forced? Because you only had 1 turnover. So they 4. So you just kind of made it seem like y'all had a lot of turnovers. You created a lot of turnovers that you didn't capitalize.
Although Marion only had 3 catches today, he had his 8th touchdown and already his 4th thrown from.
This is why I stopped shopping on Amazon, and you should too. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch this first.
Watch this. I can show you.
I don't want to.
Juju.
Right.
So what type of connection and really potential do you see out of those two?
They're wonderful. I tease Marion every day. Like, I don't know how you do it. I always mess with him because, he's not a 4-3 guy, but he knows how to run hot routes. He knows how to use his leverage. He knows how to get off the jam. He knows how to place his body. If he has a step, normally he makes the catch. The kid could play. He could play. And they will have a connection. And prayerfully that stands.
You don't sound too enthused. Well, let that been a question about the connection of Travis Hunter and Sheduer Sanders, which he's answered those questions. That boy be smart when he talking about him, some Sheduer and Travis.
Spoken a lot tonight and the last 3 or so weeks about this team's struggles with consistency. From your eyes, is there a primary reason why this team has struggled with consistency?
A lot of reasons.
That's tough to just identify because all of the things that you would like done, they're being done. Tighten down on a lot of things personally, as far as infractions.
All the things that you would like to be done, they're being done. Deflection, it's not the coaches. See how he goes from it's on me to, man, we knew that was going to happen. We wasn't shocked that was going to happen. We actually should have won this game. Oh, we beat ourselves. Oh, we didn't do our jobs. Sheesh, nigga, yeah, you sound like a coach that don't need to be coaching, sir.
Missing breakfast, miss weigh-ins. Tighten down on a lot of things personally, as far as infractions.
So weeks about this team's struggles with consistency. From your eyes, is there a primary reason why this team has struggled with consistency?
See. What's his answer? Why you struggle? Think about it.
That's tough to just
He's
identify.
trying to compute. God's bringing him something. He's trying to compute to us right quick.
Because all of the things that you would like done, they're being done.
We're doing them.
Tighten down.
Like team bonding. Wait, I gotta keep pausing because this nigga's a joke. Like team bonding that you get at the end of the year after you get your ass whooped. How you do? Let's get to know the coaches and your teammates at the end of the year. OMG. I forgot to ever touch on that. Have y'all seen that video where they doing team bonding? They're telling each other, they're sitting in a room and telling each other about their past, where they come from. Like these kids don't even know each other. They don't even know their coaches, so they don't speak with their like the stuff that they was. If you haven't seen it, matter of fact, I'm gonna react to that. I gotta react to that because it's crazy. I meant to do that a while ago, but that shows the lack of preparation on just how team building and team bonding goes for DEIon Sanders. The simple things, those are simple things. Those are everybody, that's must do. Like at the beginning, like in spring, like we got to always have these talks and these conversations, not just about football, but we have to be a tight-knit family. You have to bring a family-oriented vibe. So when he tell you all these kids, they like my kids, he full of shit. That's a lie. You wouldn't be doing team bonding and for them to get to know each other. Y'all would have done that together and on multiple occasions. It just doesn't happen at the beginning of the year and that's it. Like you come up with shit to do. Even like for your bye weeks, instead of you horseback riding, fishing, docu-series, you should have been coming up with team bonding, shit that like what you call them? I didn't take my teams to what's them lock houses or them rooms where you can't get out, escape rooms. We got to work with each other. Communication is key, so on and so forth. I do Sunday fun days, right? If we not have off season, we got Sunday fun days. Each parent, we have it at their house. At 1 week, we at your house. The next week, we at your house. We cooking up, we barbecuing, we got the games on, right? Like that, like the kids is interacting with each other. We going on trips, fishing trip, like jet ski. I go rent some jet skis for them. Let's hit the lake, put the jet skis on the lake. Just certain moments when you got the time, you come up with things to do that's outside of the sport so people can get the connection with each other and feel more like family. So that's crazy. I'm sorry I had long-winded on that. Because, yeah, that just shows this dude is he's an idiot.
Down on a lot of things personally, as far as infractions, missing breakfast, missed weigh-ins, little things like that a lot of people don't make a big deal out of, but I do because those things are disciplinary things. And I'm looking in the first half, I think we only had 2 penalties, but we end up with a Soul Train line of penalties. That don't make sense when you're that consistent in the first half and you're not.
He's talking about that. Is that mandatory to make breakfast? What if somebody want to eat their own breakfast? What if they're not breakfast people? I don't understand what he means. Is that an everyday thing? What do you mean? Do you mean before games? Like, because that should be mandatory. So if they missing breakfast or late to breakfast and so on, that's on you too, coach. It's on you, coach, because there should be repercussions. There should be consequences. There should be accountability held to where they understand and know ain't no fucking missing nothing and ain't no not being on time for nothing. Or you won't play. And I will tell the world at the press conference why you ain't playing. I'm not gonna sit there and sugarcoat and tell you some bullshit that ain't. Oh, why didn't come on? Why didn't what's his name play? Yeah, he missed breakfast. Yeah, he missed curfew. These are professionals, not babies.
Disabling, disarming yourself. And that's one of the things that was one of the keys to victory. Don't beat yourself. But when you come back and I think we had one gentleman with 45 yards worth of penalties, that don't make sense. We can't win like
that. Coach, just
45 yards worth of penalties. This is week in, week out with you, sir.
For you. Was curious about the approach after the turnover that you generated when Sims kind of just I don't know, fumbled it or
Yeah,
threw it. I'm
yeah.
not sure what happened. There was a 3rd and 2, and there was a pass called there from like the 3, and then Julian got sacked.
Yeah.
Was that the approach you were trying to take there?
We was trying to score.
Okay.
Yeah, you're dumb. See again. We're trying to score. You laughing again? Why are you laughing? That was a legitimate. That was a dumb move. You were on the 3-yard line. It's 3rd and 2. Your running backs are averaging 10. One is averaging 10 yards a carry. One's averaging 6 yards a carry. Why do you drop back to pass with a freshman quarterback where it's the hardest place to pass the football on the goal line because it's so condensed, it's short field, it's not too much, it's not a lot of room that I could air out. So, and your line is abysmal. So again, this is about the same thing almost when you put the receiver, the walk-on, at running back and he fumbled. You should have been able to foresee if I call this running play, the likelihood of him fumbling or something because he ain't used to getting handoffs and running between tackles. Hopefully he don't get hit and they punch the ball out. You're supposed to know that as a coach. Just like you're supposed to know 3rd and 2. I got 2 running backs that's downfield. They're running the ball good. If I run the ball and only get, let's say, no yards, it's 4th and 2. I can still go. I can still go for that 4th down to get a first. I'm going for it, 4th and 2. If I get 1 yard, 4th and 1, going for it, right? Running the ball. Come on, man. This dude is so. Hey, remember the 4th down he did go for it and he hurried up. Julian Lewis. He like, yeah, go for it. Hurry up. Like he was going to catch ASU off guard, and you trying to do a sneak, which you can tell has not been practiced. Because Julian Lewis, he stood up so high on his quarterback sneak on 4th and 1 Colorado. He stood up so you're supposed to get all the way low. So you can tell that hasn't been practiced. Because his instincts, if that had been practiced over and over again, and you would think it has been practiced since you hurried him up to go do it like, oh, y'all know what to do, like how Philadelphia does on a regular basis with Jalen Hurts. That quarterback sneak deadly, like the Patriots used to do with Tom Brady. Quarterback sneak deadly. Y'all don't do that, though. Obviously, that boy was standing straight up after he hiked the ball. And why was you in a rush? For what? Again, that was so stupid. At that point in time, you want to come up with the best plan in the situation if you're going to go for it on 4th. Why are you in a hurry rush? Doing a play that y'all don't really practice.
The approach we was trying to take.
Okay.
Trying to score a touchdown.
We trying to score a
to put the
touchdown.
game closer to make sure.
Yeah, because we can't score a touchdown if we run the ball. Have you ever heard of anybody scoring a touchdown on a goal line? Have you ever heard of somebody scoring a touchdown on a goal line, on a 3-yard goal line, running the ball? Tell me when you heard somebody. When is that smart? When is that smart to run the ball on a 3-yard line? We going for touchdowns, not first downs. That's what he just told y'all. He just told y'all, bruh, we trying to get a touchdown. You can't get a touchdown running the football. I had to call the pass play. What are you talking about? You sound crazy.
45 yards worth of penalties, that don't make sense. We can't win like that.
Coach, just a couple things for you. Was curious about the approach after the turnover that you generated when Sims kind of just, I don't know, fumbled it or threw it. I'm not sure what happened.
See, that's what's even crazier. So this is how you didn't get, that's why you only got 3 points off of 4 turnovers, 3 off of 4. How you get 3 off of 4, right? And you at the 3-yard line. They basically giving you the game. This is what I'm talking about. They was trying to give you the game. They gave you the ball so close to their own end zone, and you got a chance to go up and all of that. But you dumbass call a pass play. And I know, don't hit me with, he don't call plays. No, he can change any play that it gets called. He hears them all through the headphones. Ain't no way if I hear my offensive coordinator on 3rd and 2 say we about to drop the freshman back and pass the ball, which we ain't been getting the ball, we ain't been completing passes that good all game. But we have been running the ball good when we decide to run the ball. But let's not do that. Let's pass the ball because we need to score a touchdown.
3rd and 2, and there was a pass called there from like the 3, and then Julian got sacked.
Yeah.
Was that the approach you were trying to take there?
We was trying to score.
Okay.
That's the approach we was trying to take.
Okay.
Trying to score a touchdown, to put the game closer, to make sure we're where we want to be. That's always the goal, to score a touchdown. Now, if we get to the point where it's 3rd and more than 10 or something like that, I always say it's model time. Don't mess up model time because we're going to get to 3. He's going to make it, so don't mess that up.
Over the last 2 weeks, I mean, since going to Juju, setting things up for the future.
So if it's 3rd and 10, what are you saying? You're going to run the ball so you don't mess up Mata kicking a field goal? If it's short distance and field goal range and it's 3rd and 10, that's when we would run the ball so we don't mess up that field goal for Mata. But when it's 3rd and 2 on a 3-yard line, we gonna pass it because we trying to score touchdowns.
Clearly, like you said, he never really got settled tonight. But have you seen enough these last 2 weeks that make you feel confident that moving forward you have your quarterback?
He's a good kid. He's a good young man. He has a bright future ahead of him. We can't just take this game and berate him or whatever, because I think he did some wonderful.
Who's berating him? He just asked you, did you see enough in him to call him your quarterback for the foregoing seeing future? Boy, you got me up here sounding like you now. I'm messing my words up. I'm trying to alphabetize. I'm trying to prioritize and alphabetize and analyze your demise. Is he the quarterback for the foregoing seeing future of the Colorado Buffs, motherfucker? Yes or no?
Things last week. He did some wonderful things this week, but you got to understand he's a freshman playing against a really good football team, and we just got to do better.
They all right, motherfucker. They all right.
Capitalizing on certain downs. I mean, we like we said, we gave them turnovers, man. We gave the offense turnovers, and we got to do a better job of getting down the field. We had over 100 yards rushing. That's what you want. $6.
Oh, do y'all know this nigga's ranked like 300? His defense is ranked like 300 and something in all of college football. This nigga's like 300 and something. He's trash.
61. But we 19 for 38 throwing the football, sacked 4 times. Couple of those were, we got to get it out. We got to get the ball out as well.
Tell that to your fucking son, punk. You wasn't saying that when your son was getting sacked, and when he was the most sacked quarterback for 2 years straight, holding on to the ball forever long, backing up 30 yards. Every time he got sacked, and it was the line fault. Oh, the line. Oh, man. Oh, the change is coming. Oh, yeah, y'all know, y'all see it too. Y'all see them. Oh, because I name them out. Oh, I'm throwing them under the bus. Then he try to play victim. No, because you blaming the lion instead of your son. That's who's actually the problem. So but now, since it's not your son, it's Julian Lewis. And again, you didn't even answer the question. You blaming it on Julian Lewis. You gonna pull out his 19 for 38. Yeah, do your bullshit game planning and calling. Your bullshit. Who's the offensive coordinator this week? I don't know. Not Pat Shurmur, but yeah, it still is Pat Shurmur. Confusing ass. How this fresh? So are you my coach? Or are you my coach? Am I listening to you call plays? Are you calling plays? Or is you calling plays? He don't know who to listen to. Who teaching him what? Why you want to call out his stats? 19 for 38. Yeah, 4 sacks. Yeah. Juju, get away from this doo-doo. Juju need to get away from this doo-doo. Because this shit voodoo. This shit smell like manoo-noo. Poo-poo. Poopy. I swear to goodness. Let's go.
Jake Jowsko, Buff Sports. You have a big decision with the Julian Lewis red shirt next game. Any plans?
Nah, ain't nobody. These kids ain't thinking about red shirting these days, man. They think about being 3 and done. They want to go pro. They want to play. That would
What
be.
Julian Lewis said different in his press conference, but that's neither here nor there. Keep talking like you know everything.
If they came to me and they wanted that, I would oblige them. But I don't know if they're the kind of family that wants that. I think they want to play and attain experience.
That's because his daddy probably don't. His daddy waited to get to the league so they can get for real rich. His daddy waited for him to get to the league as fast as possible so they can get for real rich. So daddy like, nah. But I think Juju is like, well, I what if I want to go somewhere else? I do want I want that freshman year to be called a freshman. You feel me? Like I didn't get to be called a freshman for real this year, except for just coming to try to save these bums from a terrible season. And that ain't really how I wanted my freshman year to go. I would have liked it to be starter in the beginning, and that's cool. But no, I didn't want to come try to save something that can't be saved and waste my whole freshman year that was supposed to be my senior year in high school. Now, I read a red shirt, come back as a freshman, and people can call me not a true freshman, but I would honestly be truly a freshman.
I really do.
Scott. Hey, Coach, you guys had a handful of recruits in the building tonight. Some guys committed to you guys already. Some guys committed elsewhere when not. How do you or would you kind of just reassure those guys that this is still the place for them?
Well, they know what time it is, man. They know what time it is. It ain't like these recruits are crazy. Guys want to play. They want to come and play. So if they see opportunity, like I said before, dogs see opportunity. They want to play. They say, I know. I remember going to Georgia.
Wait. I mean, it's the opportunity they want to play. They can go to so many colleges that ain't nothing that they can go to and play for. I think they want to win. I think a lot of top competitors, top recruits, that's top talented, they're usually winning in high school. And I think they like winning. I think people like winning, especially the top talented ones. I think they like winning. Yeah. I don't think they look at somewhere and say, oh, that's a lose-and-lose situation. They're terrible over there. I know I can play right now, and even if we might still be terrible, but I'll be able to play. No. People don't want to set themselves up for failure, sir.
And seeing Georgia Tech beat Georgia when I was a senior in high school, and I sat up there, and the head coach, I'm not going to call his name, said, once you redshirt a year, you're going to be phenomenal. I said, after what I just saw, I can play right now. I can start for you right now.
You see how dumb this nigga is? I'm not going to say his name, but I'm going to let you know he was the head coach at Georgia Tech when I was in my senior year. Like as if people can easily Google DEIon Sanders senior year. Watch this. This is dry snitching at his finest. This dude is so phony. What year was DEIon Sanders a high school senior?
DEIon Sanders was a high school senior in 1985, graduating from North Fort Myers High School that year. He was also named to the Florida.
I don't want to hear all that. That's enough. 1985. Who was Georgia Tech's football coach in 1985?
Bill Curry was Georgia Tech's football coach in 1985.
So
he led the team.
So DEIon, you talking about Bill Curry? I was gonna say his name, but it's Bill Curry, you dumbass motherfucker. The head coach at Georgia Tech. I ain't gonna say his name though, but I'm gonna give you his boy. I swear, this is how tone deaf this man is. because he just would have said a coach at Georgia Tech. Because it could be a scouting coach, an assistant coach. That could be a lot of different coaches at Georgia. You wouldn't be able to just pinpoint out Bill Curry. So if you was really trying to keep his name out of it, you wouldn't have put his position. This nigga, right?
But just mentioning the red shirt, I know. I remember going to Georgia and seeing Georgia Tech beat Georgia when I was a senior in high school. And I sat up there and the head coach, I'm not going to call his name, said,
going to Georgia. My bad. Who was Georgia's football head coach in 1985?
Vince Dooley was the head football
So
coach.
you talking about Vince Dooley? Oh, Vince did that. He said that to you. let's go. My bad. I heard wrong.
I know. I remember going to Georgia and seeing Georgia Tech beat Georgia when I was a senior in high school. And I sat up there and the head coach, I'm not going to call his name, said, once you redshirt a year, you're going to be phenomenal. I said, after what I just saw, I could play right now. I could start for you right now. But just mentioning the red shirt threw me off. So I took him off the list and I went elsewhere. But
it didn't matter. So if he told you you can be the starter here, DEIon, you would have wanted to go to that hot garbage, is what you call in Georgia at the time. And he taking shots at Georgia. Noted.
A lot of the young men see opportunity and they want to go and play. So I'm happy with that. And sometimes you make a big deal out of the guys that decommit. You ever track them and see what they do?
Hold on. Whoa. First of all, I don't even think he said nothing about decommitments. Whoa, now you about to take it there? Let's go. Hold up. Oh, we about to cut. Hold your hats. Let's go back. I want to hear that question. I want to hear the question again. I got to hear it quick. Because did he say anything about decommits? Maybe I'm tripping.
How do you or would you kind of just reassure those guys that this is still the place for them?
Well,
you
they
guys are
know
gonna
what
get
time.
Hey, Coach, you guys had a handful of recruits in the building tonight. Some guys committed to you guys already. Some guys committed elsewhere or not. How?
2 guys committed. Some guys, 2 guys committed elsewhere. How? Okay.
Do you or would you kind of just reassure those guys that this is still the place for them?
Well,
You
they
guys are
know
gonna
what
get things
time it
right.
is, man. They know what time it is. It ain't like these recruits are crazy. Guys want to play. They want to come and play. So if they see opportunity, like I said before, dogs see opportunity. They want to play. They say, I know. I remember going to Georgia and seeing Georgia Tech beat Georgia when I was a senior in high school. And I sat up there and the head coach, I'm not going to call his name, said, once you redshirt a year, you're going to be phenomenal. I said, after what I just saw, I could play right now. I could start for you right now. But just mentioning the red shirt threw me off. So I took him off the list and I went elsewhere.
So not that they was trash. That didn't throw you off. Not that they was trash. Just that he said you was going to redshirt. So you went to Florida State. And you're a Florida boy who was going to always go to Florida State. But okay.
But a lot of the young men see opportunity and they want to go and play. So I'm happy with that. And, sometimes you make a big deal out of the guys that decommit.
Nobody did.
You ever track them and see what they do with their careers? Why don't y'all start doing that and just see how this stuff plays out?
Wow.
You don't want that to happen, but sometimes it's not like you think. Sometimes it may not be a decommit. It may be no, we good.
Wow.
Like sometimes it's like that, but we just let it ride because we don't want to insult the young men.
You just did it. Damn. All right. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Damn. Did he just do that? Did he just say track the guys that decommit? They most likely are trash? Is he trying to act like a group of kids, 4-star, 5-star recruits, go and track? Okay, well, let's track a few of the ones that was there and you told you was bringing Louis. Jordan Tyson, he going to be an NFL first rounder. Kamani McLean, I bet you he get drafted to the NFL. Dylan Edwards, I bet you he get drafted to the NFL. He decommitted from your ass. Or no, he just transferred. What do you don't consider them decommits? I don't know. That's crazy though. To think a grown man, a coach, ex-Hall of Fame player, and these are the reasons he might be so tone deaf. You got to come off my screen for a second because we gotta really get into this one. He just said, why don't y'all start tracking the guys that decommit? Go track their careers and see if it pans out for them. Go tell me that story. How they looking now? Whoa. I'm lost in words. Hold on. Let me think how I'm gonna attack this. How is this so fucked up on so many different levels? Because it's like somebody crying when their girl left them. Then it's like, and they try to come with, well, her coochie stink. You ain't smelled her coochie yet, You don't know her that coochie, but he was in love with him. He was in love with her, in love with that coochie for years. Right? That was his boo thing. Now she break up. Oh, your coochie stink, you this, that. That's that type of shit. So you was recruiting these kids heavily, want them to commit. Well, not heavily because you don't recruit like that. But you half-ass recruited your style of recruiting. And you try to get this kid or that kid, whether it was through text, email, however you recruit, your lack of recruiting that you think is marvelous. You trying to get one of these kids, you didn't watch film on them, somebody that sent you tape, you seen them, you liked them, you text them, you emailed them, you did whatever you do, your style of recruiting, lack of it, or I should say. And they might verbally say, yeah, I'm fucking with you, DEIon, and then they decommit. And once they decommit, now they boo-boo. Now they should be tracked and go look at, hey. So it wasn't that you took the scholarship offer away from a player that you offered a scholarship to. So again, see, not just recruiting kids. These are kids, the people that decommit must have verbally committed. So you offered a scholarship to these players that we should track. So you offered a scholarship to them. They was good enough for you to offer a scholarship. But once they rejected or said yes to and then said no to said scholarship, now you think they need to be tracked and they're not good like that anyways. And you was cool on them anyways. The lack of accountability and humility is so glaring that you would place the blame or try to defame or try to downplay a 4-star, 5-star kid's talent that you offered a scholarship to just because they didn't commit to you. Does that sound commendable or reprehendable? I know I got bars. I know my vocabulary is crazy. Only when I rhyme. I think of crazy words and nice big words when I'm rhyming for some reason. When I'm not rhyming, I don't. I don't know why. It just go. I don't know. But that's not commendable, sir. I can't. I'd rather condemn you. I'm showing them how my vocabulary is crazy, Bookie. They don't know that's that penitentiary shit. When I was in the pen, I was reading a lot. You feel me? Yeah. You getting some donuts? This thing is DEIon. I'm DEIon fatigue. I'm DEIon fatigue, man. No. Yeah, I'm black fatigue. I'm DEIon fatigue, right? because it's crazy. It's criminal what he's doing to our children, our young adults, our next generation. It's criminal. Please parents, don't get the kids to this nigga. He just called these kids. He said, go follow what they doing. Yeah, maybe we cool on them. You cool on them, but you bitching about not having a good enough talent. And it's funny that BDP came up and said, you only got 2 4-stars and 8 3-stars. Let's see. Let's see. And I believe BDP. I don't have to fact check him. I just know he did his work. But let's bring it up for the people, shall we? Let's just in case they don't know BDP. How many 5-star recruits does DEIon have verbal commits with?
DEIon Sanders currently has 1 5-star recruit, quarterback Julian Lewis, who is verbally committed to the Colorado Buffaloes.
Oh, no,
this is the
no.
first time he secured a 5-star quarterback who wasn't a family member.
Wait. His family member wasn't a 5-star neither. He was a 3-star. Don't get it twisted. He's never. So this is the only one. Okay, only one. How many 4-star? See, y'all keep trying to put all of. Let me see. I need to say 2026. How many 4-star recruits does DEIon Sanders have for the 2026 upcoming season?
DEIon Sanders has 3 4-star recruits committed for the 2026 season. They are safety Preston Ashley, linebacker Rodney Colton Jr., and tight end Gavin Mueller.
Okay, it's a 3, but one of them probably already decommitted. One of them probably already so it's 2, like BDP said. I'm trying to tell you, BDP know his stuff. So I'm gonna even listen. They probably ain't updated. It's motherfuckers decommitting so fast from Colorado as we speak. Niggas is decommitting. Some of them 3-stars is decommitting. They like, I'd rather go to Tulane. I'd rather go play at Tulane, folks, where they in that conference than come play for your nonsense. Hello? All right. How many 3-stars does DEIon have coming in for the 2026 upcoming season? Damn, she quiet on that motherfucker. Oh yeah, right here. It backed up my boy. Right here, 2026 class is composed of 2 4-star prospects, 2 8 3-star prospects. My boy, BDP. He in the place to be. Yeah. You know me. 2 4-stars, 8. Bro, listen. Literally today, as I'm in the chat. Hey, yeah, they updated it right here. They got it now. They got it. Laughing at your clown ass, DEIon. Oh, this hurt. Because I be playing my college football. Oh, I love the college football. I don't play 2K, shit's trash. I don't play shooting games. I'm okay. So only game I play is college football. And I play the dynasty mode. I like playing the dynasty mode and building my own program. And I schedule Colorado every time. I don't do the Big 12 conference. Right now, I got Tulane, and I moved Tulane over to the SEC. Yeah, I put us in the SEC, where it's the toughest conference. But you get to customize your schedule. You get about 2-3 non-conference teams that you can play against. I make sure to schedule Colorado every time. And we whip that ass. Yes, we whips ass. When we played them, we met boy. But I said all of that to say, with the recruiting on there, it's so funny because, right, you used to go look at top recruiting classes and everybody got 20 plus people committed, right? Especially all the top dogs. They got 4, 5, 5-stars. They got, 19 4-stars. I see goddamn Oregon. Yeah. Oh, they just last season on my shit. They had 19 4-stars and 4 5-stars and so many 3s. But sheesh, But I didn't build my program up to where now I'm 8, 9, 5 stars. I'm getting 8, 9 of them bitches. Yeah, my squad is loaded. We're loaded. Yeah, but to only have 8 people committed at the end of the season, and that's what I meant. Yeah, because by the end of the season on the game, you already mostly everybody that's committed, bro. It's already like you got the only ones left around this time of the season. It's like the bottom feeders. It's like the the not so talented guy. The ones that's clear, that's top notchers, they've been committed. It's rare that they hold out for super duper long. Like, I mean, it's not super rare. Let's see. How many 5-star football recruits are still uncommitted for the 2026 football season?
There are no 5-star football recruits left uncommitted for the 2026 season. All of them have made their commitments, which is earlier than usual in the recruiting cycle. The last one to commit was offensive lineman Darius Gray.
I told you so. So even if you're about to say, Pope, that's a video game. Nah, nigga, this real life. 0. There is no nice niggas out there. They've been committed. Let's see how many 4-stars is left. Let's see how many 4. It's still some 4-stars. How many 4-star recruits in high school football that's still uncommitted for the 2026 football season?
As of late October 2025, ESPN reported that there were 8 uncommitted 4-star high school football recruits for the 2026 season. Keep in mind that other services might show different numbers because rankings are updated often, but the total number is low because most have already committed.
I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. So the fact you only got 8 total. Oh, shit. Hey, Colorado might not even have a fucking football program next season. DEIon didn't fuck this up. God damn. DEIon has fucked this up so bad. Colorado might not have a football program next year. These niggas ain't gonna have enough players to play. Everybody about to transfer out that motherfucker, man. Everybody about to transfer, and ain't nobody coming in. These niggas is damn. The Buffs is gonna have to go from the Big 12 to HBCU. Imagine Colorado becoming HBCU because of DEIon. Didn't you say you wanted to even the playing field, nigga? Well, this how you do it. Didn't you say you want to even the playing field between HBCUs and Power 5s? Well, go ahead and take this Power 5 to an HBCU because that's how you got them playing, nigga. Poop. That's what the recruitment looks like for you. Like you are at an HBCU. Don't nobody want to come play for you. Damn. Did anybody else find that funny? I found that too funny for nobody else to have found that funny. I was over here dying, but I don't give a fuck if you did or not. As long as I make myself laugh, I love myself. Oh, that was funny. Frank, you is a funny motherfucker. Thank you, sir. I thank you. Shit, because you are me or you. Yeah, sheesh. Boy, this nigga not going to have a football program. Nobody's going to go there. It's over. It's done. All that do you believe? That's so funny. Or do you believe? You should have stepped your ass. You must didn't believe God called you to Jackson State like you said you did. Because you should have never left that situation. Oh, that was tailor-made for you. Can you imagine if you could have continued staying at Jackson State and building that, what that would have done for your name and your fame and everything that you love that you go after? Motherfuckers would have looked at you like the Don. They looked at it now, but now you're getting looked at like a con. I'm so shocked after I get off this live. I'm going to listen to Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan, you hear me? Boy, you are terrible twos. Bloopy. Let's finish, and then we go into some white people. I need to hear from some white people on how they feel about this. Some white Colorado ex-buffs and such. Oh, y'all not going to miss it. Let's go.
Coach, it's hard to maybe single out one guy on the defense that gives up 42 points, but Sean Myers the last couple of weeks has been balling and making some big-time plays for you guys, and a guy that sat most of the year. Are you seeing something out of him that like he's kind of making the most of his opportunity these last few weeks?
That's a black man. If I had to bet my bottom dollar who just asked that question, the race and the color of that man right there, because I can hear it in his voice, right? I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. That's a black man asking that question. What's up with your boy, bro? The boy, he's saying the boy Shamir, you know what I'm saying? He started out rough. He was on the bench, but then due to injuries, you had to throw him in the game, and he been balling out since he's been in the game. Man, I know you can't look at him by himself and say that he's been balling out because you lost. You got 42 points put up on you. Hold on. We finally got a reporter that's asking him something. If you didn't catch, but he did it smoothly. What he did was he said to him, hey, yo, you had a nigga on the bench named Shamur. I don't know who he is, but he was on a bench right at the beginning of the season. And the only reason why he playing and getting PT now for the last few weeks is because you got these injuries at his position and it needed to be filled. And so you threw him in, but he balling. He been balling ever since. So basically, why the fuck he was on the bench to start with? Why couldn't he get no PT? And what are you seeing from him now? Are you liking what you seeing from him? Are you liking what you seeing, what he been doing? Let's go back. I want y'all to hear that question again, because that's what he's saying. I'm giving it to you in nigga terms.
Stuff plays out. You don't want that to happen, but sometimes it's not like you think. Sometimes it may not be a decommit. It may be no, we good. Like sometimes it's like that, but we just let.
No, you're not good. You 4-8 first year, 9-4, and got the doors blown off the handles in a bowl game, and you 3-9 most likely this year. So you talking about you good on commits? That's some crazy work. Can't wait till you get fired, sir.
Get it right, because we don't want to insult the young men.
All right, last one, Brian.
Brian.
It's hard to maybe single out one guy on the defense that gives up 42 points, but Sean Myers the last couple of weeks has been balling and making some big-time plays for you guys. And
he's been balling. That's why I know he's black too. He's been balling. That's what niggas say.
Sat most of the year. Are you seeing something out of him that like he's kind of making the most of his opportunity these last few weeks?
He's playing good. Yeah.
Anything else for Coach? Go ahead.
You watching no film, huh? None.
He ain't watching no film. No, nigga, you must not be watching film. That's funny. So he tried to fake like, oh, so then why you just say he playing good? Well, tell the truth then. If you don't feel like what that reporter just said was true, then say it. Say it with your chest, little ass nigga. But you gonna install him, tell him he not watching. First of all, motherfucker, he ain't a coach. He watching the game. He obviously know enough to know, hey, yo, he wasn't getting no PT. When the injuries came, he got PT. He obviously been watching him enough to say he's been balling. So for you to you ain't been watching no film. That was highly disrespectful. You don't be talking to these white folks like that. You don't. You don't. But you just played him to the left. Like he just asks you. See, you know how to tell them white folks. So like, yeah, he been doing okay, but he'd get better. Some are. I don't want to answer it. I can't disclose something. I can't disclose how I feel about that player because I don't want to upset the other players.
You watching no film?
You ain't watching no film.
Got one more for you.
The reporters are supposed to watch film. You hear this nigga?
No problem.
ASU had that fake punt, kind of the same thing
Yeah.
happened against Utah, and they had almost one more trick play work. You think there's maybe like a reason why defense is susceptible to those, even though
We had the whole defense out there, except for one guy. I knew that was coming. I left the defense out there. We got to do better. I got to prepare them better.
I knew that. It's always I knew shit was coming. It's always, we wasn't surprised. I knew it. It's always, bro. This dude right here. I can't wait till he get fired. I swear.
We got to do a better job. We thought we were prepared, but we weren't.
No.
I thought we were. I thought we was in the proper call, the proper defense, and they still.
Hey, DEIon, they don't pay you for thinking.
We're successful.
They
Normally, when
don't pay you for thinking, sir. They pay you to know what you're doing.
that stuff happens, it's hard to come back on it, but we did a good job of staying in the game, and should have did better. I'm sitting up here. I'm tired of singing the same old darn song to you. I really am. By the way, happy.
Yeah, get him out of here. Get him out of here. All right, let's go find my other guys. Let's go find my other guys to break this down. I'm having fun. How about y'all? Y'all having fun? Are y'all enjoying yourselves? If not, shoot yourself. If so, hit the like button. Donate to the channel. The super chats is open. Make sure you hit the like button and all that good stuff. Share the video if you're enjoying yourself. All right, man. Let's get down here, man. Let's get down here to the I'll be watching all that cop stuff. This is about to be so funny. Where is it? Uh-oh. Let's go here first. Let's go to my man's. They about to fire you, DEIon. They about to fire you. They are about to fire you, sir. When you got white men that look like this, that's upset. When you got white men that look like this and they upset, they DEIon fatigue. Oh man, you in some trouble, Kenfo. Yeah, this new AD about to fire your ass. Are y'all ready for this? I just need to know. Y'all ready? This is funny. But I like how white people approach it. Let's watch how these white folks approach the disappointment in DEIon Sanders and what he's doing there.
Third quarter, and then it got away. And Arizona State dominated the rest of the way, 42-17. Your final, the home finale here at Folsom Field. Coach Gary Barnett, voice of the bus, Mark Johnson. 4 losses in a row, 3 of them a lopsided fashion. This football team right now is staggering.
It's staggering, and we're in no way playing complimentary football. I mean, I think of the first couple of drives that our defense played tonight, and then the opening drive, we're in a position to get the ball completed on 8-yard line.
I'm sorry. I gotta laugh. Y'all don't know. I guess y'all don't know why he settled this. Off the gate, he came out hot. It's no way we playing complimentary football. Do you know what that means to white people? See that word? There's no way. He's saying we're in shambles, bro. We're discombobulated. That's what he said. I don't even comprehend. This is incomprehensible.
10-yard line or drop the ball.
And
then we go and get 4 turns. Opening drive, we're in a position to get the ball completely. And we're in no way playing complimentary football. I mean, I think of the first couple of drives that our defense played tonight, and then the opening drive.
Again, complimentary football. Let me break that down to you in layman terms. He's saying like we're not complimenting the players that we have. We're not putting them in a position to their strengths. We're not playing to our strengths. We're not complimenting the talent that we have, which goes back to it's a coaching thing. So when he tells you we're not playing complimentary football, that's exactly what he's telling you.
A couple of drives that our defense played tonight, and then the opening drive, we're in a position to get the ball completed on 8-yard line or 10-yard line or drop the ball. And then we go and get 4 turnovers, and we get 3 points out of 4 turnovers. I mean, it's just not complimentary. It's like 60 different guys out there playing, and they happen to have the same uniform on, but they're not playing as a team or together.
Yeah, normal.
And again, remember the late bonding, team bonding? Right. See, all of that's out there for them to see. Like, damn, they know it. He a coach. He a legendary coach right here speaking. So he know, like, damn, you just now got the team learning each other after we 3-7. Like, we 3-6, and you want to tell the position, hey, everybody, y'all got to speak to each other. Huh? You had all spring to do that. You had all off season. Like, you wait until we done at the end of the season, 9 games in. Yeah, it was 3-6. And now you want to have the team talk to each other and tell each other, like, whoa, yeah, you're stupid. They're all individuals. We got 60 individuals, and it don't matter what jerseys they wear, and they all playing for their damn self. Why? Because there is no team structure. There is no team chemistry. There is no continuity. There is nothing that's linking them together except for the jerseys that they wear.
If you force 4 turnovers, your chances of winning are about 90%. Cumberland only got 3 points off this turnover.
You force 4 turnovers, your chances of winning are 90%. Damn, DEIon. 90% chance of winning if you get 4 turnovers, especially when you don't turn the ball over yourself. So they only got 1 turnover from you, which was a fumble. I forget from who. But again, wow, that's crazy.
Take no advantage of any of your opportunities you have right there.
Well, we didn't. I mean, we you know.
Hold on, I'm going back. Lil Man was tough. I want to see Lil Man again. I want to see Lil Man. Fuck, what are we talking about? Lil Man with the horns, with the elk horn. Where he at? Where Lil Man at? Oh, he gone. Fuck.
Well, I think we had a chance to run the ball if we could have stayed with it, but we got out of it pretty quick, and then we did not have that team only rushed 4 on against the all night. So it wasn't like we had protection issues. We had enough guys to block their guys. Sometimes we did it long enough to at least get a pass through them, but we didn't have complementary routes that would attack that particular defense. They're good, but still, you have plans for those sort of things, or you should have plans. And we just didn't see any of those unfold, or their play may have prevented some of that. We had so many targets of guys. We targeted guys on the sideline.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. He just cooking up dope. The way he cooking DEIon's fucking boots right now. Do y'all hear what this man is saying? Are y'all understanding what he's saying? Are y'all picking up what he's putting down, or is he going over your head like a carry-on?
You have plans for those sort of things.
You have
should
plans for those type of things. You
They're
should.
good, but
I gotta go
to
back.
at least get a pass through them. But we didn't have complementary routes. So it wasn't like we had protection issues.
No,
I mean, I think we had a chance to run the ball if we could have stayed with it, but we got out of it pretty quick.
Bad coaching. He just pointed that out. Another thing to say. Bad coaching. We was doing good running the ball. I told y'all 10 yards of carry for Welch, 6 yards of carry for Hayden. We got out of it too quickly.
And then we did not have that team only rushed 4 on against the all night. So it wasn't like
So they only rushed 4, so we should have been straight. Running the ball, we should have been good to do whatever the fuck we wanted to do.
We had protection issues. We had enough guys to block their guys.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we did it long enough to at least get a pass through them. But
we did good enough.
We didn't have complementary routes that would attack that particular defense.
We now sending our talented wide receivers the 6'5" Sincere Brown, the 6'3" Amarion Miller, the burner in Williams, and so on and so. We're not setting them on the right routes, man.
They're good, but still, you have plans for those sort of things, or you should have plans. And
You should, but we don't. I'm sorry, I'm loud, y'all. We should have plans, but we don't.
And we just didn't see any of those unfold, or their play may have prevented some of that. We had so many targets of guys. We targeted guys on the sideline that are behind the line of scrimmage, and we count those as targeted passes. You will hear that shot.
Remember what DEIon said. We targeted the right people, right? He got 9 targets. He got 7 targets. He got 8 targets. He got this targets. Listen what this white man just said. Legendary coach white man just said, boy, you throwing the ball behind a line of scrimmage, fool. Them ain't targets, you idiot.
Give yourself a chance when you're throwing the ball to the sideline, and we count those as targeted passes. You will hear that shot. Give yourself a chance when you're throwing the ball to the sideline behind the line of scrimmage. And that's an outlet. It's not an early outlet. It's a late outlet. Not like it's a screen. So we're just not playing complimentary football. I thought defensively we played pretty doggone well that first half. We contained that kid, Brown's, and Sam's. We did a good job of them. And then we just couldn't hold up to all the mistakes we were making on the other side.
Juju Lewis.
They quit. And listen, and they quit too. They just gave it up. Or either they was gassed, the defense, because that is correct. They was holding it. That running game was trash. It was predictable. Arizona State's. It was predictable. It was trash in the first half. It was going nowhere. The quarterback wasn't running the ball at all. They was running the ball on first down 95% of the time. So it was very predictable that they was going to run the ball, and they wasn't getting nothing but 2-3 yards. Then they had to back up and pass, and the motherfucker was throwing interceptions or fumbling the ball. They was trash. So like he said, we was doing good in the first half. So what happened in the second half? Either the Arizona State coach made adjustments, which I didn't see no adjustments. So they didn't. So, no, Arizona State didn't make no adjustments. They kept doing the same bullshit they was doing in the first half. They stuck with it. From handing that long gap. This is the dumbest play. Like, to show what it's so dumb. When they hike the ball, I hate when offenses do that. He's not the only college I've seen do that. And they put the ball way out here, and it's like, bro, it's so dumb. It tells me the Arizona State coach can't coach. I know they won the Big 12 championship last year, but again, it's no respect in the Big 12 when it comes to competition. They're trash. So you winning a trash conference isn't nothing to be like, oh, you're so dope. No, you're not. You're the best of the bums. You're the best of the bums. Congratulations. That's why I wasn't even Colorado's 9-3 record in the Big 12. They're like, okay, you're the best of the bums. Congratulations. Or you got a good record amongst bums. Congratulations. Okay? So this dude, he clowned. Let's go.
And so the numbers aren't great in this ball game, but the protection wasn't great. The routes is returned. So it's hard to evaluate what the freshman did in second.
It really is hard to evaluate him. You can watch his feet, you can watch his arm strength and that sort of stuff. His field presence sometimes is really good, and then sometimes it's, to roll out and throw a ball behind the line of scrimmage to a receiver and lose yards. I mean, just throw it away. Right. And so that sort of stuff he's got to learn at this level. You probably didn't have that problem in high school.
Clear.
So that's all part of growing up.
That was a clear pass interference. That was one of those pass interferences. Look at this. The defender not looking back at the ball. He's all into him. They're well beyond 5 yards because you can only bump and touch up to 5 yards as a DB. Once you pass 5 yards, you got to be not doing what he's doing. He's hugging the man. And I understand the receiver is kind of on him too, but he looking for the ball. He tangled up with him. That the receiver can do that. The DB has to play the ball, so he shouldn't be tangled up with him. He should have his whole face and helmet all into his face and helmet and chest. At some point, He got to release and look back at the ball. But he
didn't
never does. So that is a pass. That makes it a pass interference. It didn't get called.
have that problem in high school. So that's all part of growing up and becoming a quarterback. But Julian Lewis is
Look at this dude beasting him. He was just gashing them all night too. He got the ball 10 times.
good enough quarterback. I mean, he's going to be an exceptional quarterback.
I think so too.
That you can recruit to him. You can have guys that want to come and play with him. And I think that's what you got to count on.
But you got to give him a chance.
You got to give him a chance. Yeah. Truth.
You hear that? You got to give him a chance. Yeah, DEIon, you ain't giving him a chance.
Well, you got to hocus news.
All right, here's the deal. I don't know if you see this down here. Gary's got this whole deal. It's a brand new shoulder he's got right here. And he only cried during the commercial breaks, by the way, during the broadcast today. So that was good. But you're not going to be with us next week. So this is your last stand.
I didn't really have surgery. I just wore this tonight as a.
You still want to do the game?
Yeah.
In Canada has it.
No, I had surgery. I had a new shoulder put in last Friday, and I'm not going to do the game. I just looked at it ahead of time, and 3-hour flight and 2-hour bus ride and all this sort of stuff. I didn't think that I'd be in a good position to do it. So, and I want to give Soupy a chance.
So what that means is,
I ain't going to that damn game. Fuck that game. But go to that travel for what? To see us get our ass whooped, to see this bullshit. That's what he really saying. Because though, believe you me, if they was winning and they was looking good, he would have made the trip. He would have made the trip.
In the game, my phone's going to be buzzing with text. Evaluations, both on the football team and the broadcast.
You have no idea.
All right, brother. Have a happy Thanksgiving. You too, Mark. So the Buffaloes end up losing 42-17 as Gary wanders off into the icy distance of Boulder, Colorado. We're going to start with a sound reporter, Andy Lindell, coming up next. Bringing pressure off the edge. Throw down the left side. Intercepted by John Slaughter. Sims airmailed that one to Brown on a wheel. Well, that's one of the 4 turnovers the Buffs defense forced in this 42-17 loss to Arizona State. John Slaughter had a great interception, a little wheel route to Brown. Overpass with throw, and he comes up with a pick. Andy Lindell, our silent reporter, is out there battling cold all.
Well, yeah, well, what do you want to do?
What do you want to say?
That voice is the perfect way to start it. I don't know. You and I have been here. I'll say this. I always thought when this thing started with Coach Prime, it'd be about 3 years. And we're at the 3-year mark. And it's weird because at the end of last year, it felt like they were really building towards something. And look, not just what's going on with him. This has been a step back here. I don't know what else you can say about it, no matter what happens at K-State next week. And I won't be there. And I know that makes you very happy. That's what you're thankful for. But
thank you and Coach, by the way, for getting
just to say,
another one bites the dust. He said, "I'm not going to that bullshit." It's cold in Kansas, in Manhattan, Kansas. So it's cold up there, just like it's cold down there. I'm smooth. I'm not about to be standing on the sideline dealing with this shit.
Bernard, I will never go to Kansas for another stupid Thanksgiving again, by the way, like we did the first year. Now, look, man, it's tough because I still believe he brings the hype. You know what? So much has got to get sewn up around this. Coach Barnett talked about it in the first segment, obviously, and the players are still here. But here's the hard part. You know, if college football wasn't the way it was right now, there's so many guys you look forward to seeing take another step next year. But whether it's here or anywhere else, Mark, you wonder who's going to stay, who's going to get big money offers. I love Juju Lewis. I really do. That kid is so talented. He's everything is advertised.
Great opportunity.
He needs some more coaching. He needs some more seasoning, but we knew that. He's a young dude.
I need some help around him.
But you worry. You just worry. Who's going to –
You know what? You wouldn't have to worry if you were winning and knew how to compliment your players.
Come calling for half of the talent that you have. It makes it tough.
Andy, everybody faces this in college athletics. I've talked to a number of basketball coaches, and you bring in a good freshman or two. They have a nice year, and, the vultures start circling right around them, want to pluck guys away. Go back to Julian for a moment. I don't think he had a lot of help tonight.
No.
The pocket, there was some protection that was okay, but then things began to break down. Couldn't find anybody open downfield. The routes, everything was to the sideline. He had a tough, not a great opportunity, let's put it that way. But you can see the foundation there, why he can be a special.
Well, he's a quick burst athlete, which is good. When he gets out of there and decides to get out of there, he goes. There's a couple times where I thought, no way he's going to escape the defender. He did.
But again, you talked about it. What makes guys like the Ben Roethlisberger special, the guys like Manning, Elway, whatever, they would rush to keep the eyes downfield, and he definitely does that, looking for the big player. But someone's got to break open. Someone's got to give an option. The pass he threw to Omarion Miller, what a gorgeous ball. I mean, it was perfectly timed, perfect depth. Omarion Miller was able to run underneath it. The DB had no shot at defending it at all. And that's where you look and you go, okay, there's the 5-star recruit everybody talked about. So I almost wish you could have seen him earlier. I will be curious to see what he does against K-State next week, but they got to give him some protection. You guys talked about it way too many times where they only rushed 4 and there was way too much pressure for rushing 4. And you're going to have to run the football a little bit next week. You can't go and throw as much as they did with what K-State did against Utah today. It's pretty potent.
And again, that's how you combat the rush. Is rush the ball, run the football, and that'll keep him protected as well. That because then when the defense don't just know you're passing, just like I was talking about at Arizona State was predictable on first down. They ran it 99% of the time on first down. Which set they offense up badly every time. But the same thing goes with the passing. I mean, with the running, you have to run the ball and be balanced enough to where the defense just can't, pinpoint what you're doing. That's the whole thing. I mean, it's almost the same plays you call in football. It's just at times you call them. How do you mix it up? DEIon doesn't mix it up. He's extra predictable. But boy, oh boy, these white men, listen, man, they tired of standing in that cold, looking at this BS from DEIon, and it's all hype. You heard what he said. He's all hype, man. I knew he was going to bring the hype. I knew he was going to bring in the hype. But shit, I thought it was going to be rooted in some kind of substance. It's DEIon Sanders. But nah, man, you got 8 recruits coming to your school, and I doubt anybody gonna want to transfer to that nonsense. Whew. Boy, that was a show. Oh, I feel good. I'm tired. That's sleepy. Yeah, sleepy. It's sleepy time. Nappy time. Yeah, nappy time. Boy, it's been a long show. I feel like I don't even got time for Sheduer. And I can't wait to get into Sheduer. So y'all gonna have to wait though, man. I'm gonna have to come back a little bit later or something. Man, I'm gonna take a nap, man. I'm gonna eat. I'm starving. I'm hungry. Ain't nobody hitting no super chats neither. So I'm basically up here for free. All right, man. It's the Pope. Peace and love. I'm out.